Well, hello, welcome to Drawing with Fire. I'm Valarie, your neighborhood pyrography artist, and I'm joined with hubby.
Okay.
And today I'm just working on the bison. I really need to get this done. Still a bunch of blocking in to do. I have the photo of the original right there. I've got it flipped just so it fits on the screen. Hey, Melissa. But before everything starts, well, I guess I gotta turn on my pins just so they can be warming up. But before we get started, I want to tell hubby, happy anniversary. I love you. And give me big kiss. Mwah. Thank you.
Who are you?
Ooh, that feels good.
Okay. Happy anniversary, and I love you too.
Yay, he loves me. Hey, Spence. Okay. So all I'm going to be doing is working on this guy. There's still a bunch of thick fur. I have two photos over here that you can't see. One is color, one is sepia. And I've actually lightened my sepia so that I can see the value difference. With the color, I can see the details better and I can see the values better with the sepia. So, oh, my thingy's locked on my chair.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. So unfortunately the camera is right here at my eyes, so hopefully I don't keep bumping it. Hey Amy, thank you. Yeah, he's tolerated me now for 9 years. I'm gonna bump this up.
It has been an eternity. I mean, it's like nothing, no time's passed at all.
I'll let that one slide. You deserve it. So this is the large spoon.
Hopefully you know that I'm joking.
I do know you're joking. Because I know where you sleep.
Yes.
It's dirty. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Did you do? Oh, you did it. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? So I'm trying to figure out where I want to get started. I really want to get this done. It's a 12 by 16. This is on the Blick board. I started it 2 years ago. In fact, two years ago this past weekend. So I just want to get it done. I do want to enter it into a show. So that's another reason. And the reason I'm using the spoon shader is it gives me these, let's see here, how do I do it? Okay. It gives me these bigger swirls, I guess, that I tend to use. Bigger than the ball tip, so it just covers a bigger area quicker. And I am on 4.5. And I can just, all I'm doing still is just blocking in. I'll stop and worry about the values later. But this is the top part of the bison where it's more curly and matted up here versus frizzy here, and more straight down along the side. So I'm just trying to get all this blocked in. Don't care if it's a little messy or the values are off because I'm going to adjust it later. Zena's finished. I did post a photo in group. I submitted her for the competition and just got confirmation that they got it, so that's good. And I will show her here in a few. And I finished her in polyacrylic gloss. And I did that for a reason. And I'm actually going to have a video showing and explaining soon. Just trying to get caught up on everything I gotta get done. Which includes this guy. So, how is everyone doing? If you're in the U.S., did you have a good Labor Day weekend?
Huh.
What?
Spence would like know is the picture flipped.
This picture's flipped. This is the original. That photo is flipped, just so I could have it on the screen, because if not, it would be over here.
Yeah.
And it would be blocking my hand, so I just flipped it.
Good question, though.
Yeah, no big deal. I just flipped it so you guys can see what the actual photo looks like. Hey, Greg. Hey, Tony, David, Teresa.
Yep, that's everybody.
That's everybody?
You already said hi to Amy, so.
I did. And I got Spence.
Yep.
And I got Melissa. So I'm just dragging it down. I'm actually kind of being messy. It's almost like sketching, where you're trying to sketch quickly. I'm just trying to get where my darks tend to be in this photo.
So the just so that Spence knows, the photo that she's using, you can actually see it underneath the what's on the
It's right
screen.
here. Yeah.
So she's using that's the one she's actually using as a reference, because it would be confusing if somebody thought like, oh, I'm just going to do this backwards and translate it in my mind and it'll be fine. I'm sure you probably could. But
it would take me a little longer, but yes, I could. It would take me longer. But I'm not trying to confuse anybody. It was just so I could get it on the screen.
So, I thought that you were gonna. I thought you were gonna name this stream the B and B.
Oh, yes, I would like to, but I don't know how YouTube would take it. And I don't know how some of the toasties would take it. And what he's talking about is, I thought about where I'm just chatting, answering any kind of questions you guys want to ask. Mind you, I don't want to say be good, because that's no fun. Just remember, all kinds of people watch this, so watch my live so that maybe some things won't get read out loud.
So if you want to talk about art, and if you have questions for Val,
No politics or religion.
yeah,
I'll keep that.
But that we can talk about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
She's working.
And somebody can tell a joke.
Somebody can tell a joke.
Yeah.
Actually, my daughter, like, so last night I had to take muscle relaxers.
One, I hope.
One, yes.
Oh, okay. You said plural, and I'm just checking.
Yeah, because of my lower back, and
Oh,
I'm not going to be depressing about this, but last week was a really hard week because I had to learn Tiger style Kung Fu, and I'm not even joking. And so now I know
pretty much in a week.
And now I know that, but I'm still hurting really badly, so it's been hard for me to sleep. But anyway, my daughter, she hit me up with this riddle, and she was like,
Why did she do that?
and she's like, so you're on muscle relax, you're, yeah, I was like, yep. And so she's like, okay, try this out. She's like, what does I'm sorry. What does YES spell? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, okay, what does EYES spell? Which is?
Eyes.
Yeah, well, it took me a minute. I was like, yes? Anyway. And then I was like, wait a minute, it's eyes. And she's like, oh, you got it. And I was like, yep. So, whenever that she knows that I'm taking any kind of prescribed medication, that she'll intentionally try and mess with me, because that's the kind of
wonderful gal she is.
Lady she is.
Yes, she is.
She kept telling me to look up. Look up, Dad. You see that? She only got me once.
She only got you once?
Yeah.
And what did you see?
Huh?
What did you see?
The ceiling.
The ceiling. Alright.
Oh, okay. So, let's see. Okay, Melissa is trying to do my white dog right now. My brain still doesn't want to translate into my hands on how to do it after watching your tutorials. Understandable.
Okay, let's see here.
You know, and I want to point this out again, and maybe it'll be helpful, and maybe it's not. But Xena is the white dog, and I used to have a white dog in Alaska, and all during the summer, he was brilliant white. And then in the wintertime, he'd go out, and he'd think that he was really cool, and be like, he would think that he was invisible because he was white, but he was just like yellow, because he's not really, because comparatively he wasn't as white as the snow.
Let's see.
And so I guess the lesson there is that there's always what you think you might see in white fur is probably not white exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different variations.
The closest I have right now is the bone, the horn. So that's the closest I got just around me, because I just this morning put a bunch of pictures away that I'm done burning, and so Xena was one of them. But if you look, we know this is white. We know it's in shadow. But when you look at it, it's based on the tonal value. So that's why I have the two references. I have the color so I can see what the details are and how everything lays out. And the sepia one shows me just the tonal value. It doesn't, I can see other information, but, so with the white, can you grab Xena? I'll go ahead and.
Okay, she's kind of big.
I know she's big. She's up there.
Oh, you want me to grab the picture?
The picture.
Oh, not the dog.
Not the dog.
Okay. Because that would be difficult, and then your studio would be full of hair.
Alrighty. Ever. It already is. Okay, so all of her is white. What we believe to be white. The thing is no dog is truly white. Hey, Troy. There are all these different values and shadows and how the fur lays. And that's what you're looking at. You're not actually looking at the white fur. Because like right here, this was the highlight of how the light was hitting her. So we're not seeing anything. But all of this is still white fur. It's just it has a darker tonal value depending on how the fur is laying. And with dogs, a lot of times they may look like bright white, but if you get down to the fur where it's closer to the skin, there's also value and color in there.
In Xena's case, she has a dark undercoat too.
He does have a dark
Which you don't really see most of the time. But when you brush her out.
Yeah, when you brush her out.
And get bags and bags of hair.
Oh, gosh. Which we've been doing for the last 2 weeks. She's in the middle of blowing out her coat again, which is what she was doing in this one.
I feel like she's always blowing out.
I know. Our weather's been messing with her. So even though she may be a white dog, she doesn't truly look white. Because when we think of white, we think of white. And the dog may look like it, but and where the fur is getting hit by the light, that may be whiter versus where it's kind of curled under. Okay, kind of curled under, and shadows blocking things.
Got it.
So that's what you really need to look for on a white animal. Anything white is look for the undershadow. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully I just didn't make it worse. So I finished her up. I'm overall happy with her.
And the one thing
she's glossy, but when she's
really nice.
When she's hanging straight up and down, she is not glossy. She's just a clean burn, hopefully.
And when you're burning a white rabbit, you need to remember that one pill will make you larger and one pill will make you small.
Oh, yes.
So let me look and see if we have any more questions.
Yes, please. I saw David had something.
So, real quick to Troy. Mm-hmm. Troy, we did not win the competition. We did not
he's
get place. I didn't think that we would, based on their comment of that they wanted to feature new work. So
this is not code for anything.
Maybe next time. So
it's something for their clan over on Warframe.
Yeah. We have a guess for your celebrity right off the bat.
Do we? Are we right?
No, I can't say.
Well.
But no, we're not correct. Anyway, nice job though. David is guessing Jeff Bridges. No. Not the dude.
Hey, Sheila. There's some people I missed.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. What else? Okay. Yep.
So David wants to see stars.
Yeah. Having problems doing stars. He would like to...
What is the context of the stars?
Yeah. Are we talking about like nautical stars, or are we talking like actual stars?
You may have to explain
that. I have an idea about that. Because if you had like a really, really small drill,
yep,
you could
Dremel, yep,
you could poke holes through your work, and then you could backlight it.
Oh yeah, you could do that too.
That'd be cool.
You can do that too, but I need to know the context of the stars he's asking.
Yeah, we get robbed. I know, Troy. Anyway, next time. That's all right.
It's not like you guys never won.
No, I know, and that's the thing. We won before, so it's all good. Let's see. Teresa does not like doing hair. She finds it frustrating. It always looks blocked in. And you know what? I think because when you do hair, you really have to get into the zone. And
hold on. Explain to David they didn't get robbed like in physical. Somebody broke into the house and stole something.
We're talking about the judging and the competition. So Warframe is a game. It's like an MMO. And there's a social space for our clan, our organization. And we decorate it. And we decorate it with
the
all
dojo.
This crazy stuff. And it looks totally awesome. And we won silver back in the wintertime, and we were able to compete again, but there was a blurb in the competition that in the competition rules that said that previous winners, because we couldn't compete the last round, but now we can compete again, and so but they did say that previous winners would not receive preference because they wanted to feature newer dojos. So I entered basically,
which is completely fair.
Yeah, which I entered basically in case there wasn't enough people who entered, like, hey, if you don't enter, then you can't win.
Yep.
And so I put us in, and I'm biased. Of course, every artist thinks that their own work is better. But next time we'll do it again, and we are working on some awesome stuff. And it is kind of it's like sculpting.
You actually have videos.
Space Legos, yeah.
He actually has some videos.
Yeah.
Oh, Teresa plays Warframe.
What?
Look at that.
You're officially the best toasty ever. Sorry, everybody else.
Oh no.
No. That's okay. I'm sorry. Teresa.
He got all excited.
Which platform do you play on? Do you play on PC? Or because I play on PS4. So anyway.
But you have videos up of your
dojos. If you Google.
What is it?
Jason Oberman, Raven Fox Dojo. You can get a look at our.
Let me write that down and show it on the screen.
Okay.
I need your pen, please.
Okay.
So what is it?
Huh?
What is it?
It's if you do a Google search for Raven Fox Dojo Warframe, you're gonna see us come up, and you'll know it's my videos because my YouTube is Jason Oberman. So.
That's your channel?
Yeah.
Just your name?
Yeah, that's my name.
And it's Raven Fox.
Yep. And anyway, so it is kind of artsy. It's space Legos, but we can get artsy with it.
So that's what it is.
Yeah.
If you want to see.
Yeah.
Xbox. You gotta go to PlayStation.
Well, she's not likely to because
you didn't think Troy would go to PlayStation, and he did.
Well, I know.
He left Xbox for you.
I know.
Should I be jealous?
Maybe.
He left it for you.
But Troy and I have a special relationship.
Hey. It's our anniversary and you're talking about your love for Troy.
Oh, sorry. It's a romance.
It's a romance.
Anyway. So next time that we'll enter again. We'll never not enter because it's fun to enter, and it's a lot like sculpting when you're dealing with those kind of decorations and things like that. And it's imperfect as well because you have materials and shapes that you have to build into other shapes, and we've done that, of course, but so things aren't perfect, but we make them as best as we can. And
So Teresa's been playing.
And the
She has a
standards
PS2. Also.
A PS2?
Okay, David wants Night Sky Stars.
Night Sky Stars.
Okay.
Oh, she has a PlayStation too.
Oh, she could.
Oh, okay. Well, Teresa, if you ever want a tour over in the dojo, or if you have reason to be on PS4, let me know. And Troy, I do appreciate you moving to PS4 because that was like
that was a big deal.
It was a big deal to me for sure. You know, because Troy and I have known each other forever.
Wait a minute, didn't we have to buy him one?
We bought him a PS3.
That's right, we bought him a PS3.
That was your idea.
Yeah, that's
you
why
enabled this bromance.
Because you wanted him.
I know.
You wanted him, so I had to get him for you.
I know. So.
I'm just filling in the hair of the bison.
But Troy is in the process, and we're getting close. We already built a version of Serenity from the show Firefly, but he wasn't completely happy with it, and so he built a larger, better, more accurate version of Serenity. And so we're finalizing that right now, and that'll appear in the next competition.
Maybe I'm going to take a day and play Warframe with you guys. Because YouTube has had me so busy, and then all this work has had me so busy that I was in their clan. I was playing. And you kept my Kubera from dying, right? Or is he dead?
No, he's not dead.
Oh,
they actually changed it so that your pets can't die now.
Oh,
they just go into stasis.
Okay.
And they're mad at you.
Oh, wow.
But
maybe I just need to take a day off and hang out with you guys.
That would be awesome.
It's been a long time.
Ah, gotcha. Anyway, so enough of that. Anyway, it is a different thing. It is artistic and fun to do that, and I think that Troy and I probably, I'm not gonna say, we put a lot of time into the game, a lot of time,
yes,
and there's a good
yes,
percentage of that time that is done, sculpting things in the dojo, like hanging out and sculpting and moving things around and stuff like that. So,
it truly is big boy Legos.
it really is, because in the beginning they had like a handful of decorations, so there's like some trees and some bells and stuff, but then they added in a bunch of stuff, and then they started these competitions, and so now they're making some really beautiful things. In fact, Teresa, there's going to be a dojo up in the chart in a few days, if it's not already on there on PC. That's Dudemeister's dojo. It'll be they're the gold winner in the featured star chart, and that dude, he actually made a portrait. He sculpted of one of the community managers, Rebecca. He sculpted a statue of her that is recognizable as Rebecca.
Huh.
That guy's on a different level. Like I was telling Troy, like he's like we're good, like we're really really good, but he's doing some things that it makes me scratch my head because he's just really really good, and I don't
in the dojo. Okay.
Yeah. So. Troy, I know that you're not. He says, I'm not happy with the new Serenity, so I think I'm going to scrap it and start over. It's a damn lie, and he knows it.
Is he just milking
Yeah,
for...
he says that should make Jason's head pop off, yes. By the way, I built the other engine, and I put in those veins on the face of Serenity while you're gone.
Now they didn't know this was supposed to be a Warframe discussion.
Well, it's not, but we'll wrap that up.
Yeah, I said it could be anything. And see, I was going to lay...
So we just hijacked it.
Yes, you did. I was going to label just where we're hanging out and I'm burning and we're just chatting and whatnot. I was going to... What was I going to call it? BS and B.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Whether live or if you're watching this on the replay, I'm just going to say plug your ears. If you don't like bad words, which is totally fine, but the BS and B means bullshitting and burning. But I didn't know how everybody was going to take that, so...
I feel like you didn't really need to explain that, though.
Yeah, but it... If you notice when... Yeah, I just wanted to.
I just wanted to.
I just wanted to. A little twang came out there when I said it. So that's what I had thought about calling it, but I don't think YouTube would be too happy with it. So we'll just let the toasties tell me what they think. I did today. I did want to do the clue earlier.
Okay.
Because I haven't been getting any guesses in the comments,
Okay.
which means people are probably not making it to the end of the video.
Oh, so you want me to do that?
So I wanted to do it earlier that way.
You want me to do it?
Well, let's see what everybody thinks of. Oh, they're still.
Where's Burrow?
I don't know. I haven't actually talked to her in a while. I don't know if Kitty has taken over life fully.
Right.
Or what. So.
You cast and Try says, "Oh, my ears."
If only I had the power to make them bleed.
What?
I'm joking.
That's
Hi.
dark. That's dark.
Hey, he teases me. I get to tease him back. I get to do that. And he knows it. Don't you? Timmy.
I wasn't sure if you're talking to him or me there for a second.
Both of you, actually.
So,
let's see here.
God, that little nap really helped.
I'm glad.
So on Thursday, after your appointment, I have to deliver art.
Yeah.
Because I am going to be in a show.
Yeah.
And
First Friday is Friday.
Yep, First Friday is Friday. Because here in town, every first Friday of the month, we have a...
Actually, a lot of towns do it now.
Well, yeah, but it's not always Friday. Sometimes it's like second Tuesday or third Wednesday.
Well, in Williams, which is the the show that I'm going to be in,
Fifth Monday.
it's second Saturday.
If a town has fifth Monday, then they only have like one or two a year.
Fifth Monday.
Let's
see. I've switched over to the spear shader. I'm still at 4.5. It's just it burns differently, and that's why I switched.
Oh, David just did his first commission wood burning.
Awesome.
Good deal. What did you do? Like, what did you commission? What was commissioned?
There we go. That's awesome. And I'll have to think about the stars. The easiest way for the stars... Actually, there's two ways. Let me see if I can.
You can use plutonium. Scatter it around the top.
Let me see if I can get this to work right. I never tend to be able to get it to work
have a nice
right.
glow.
Let's see here. Alrighty, let me find my tool.
You know, I would say about commissions, it's really nice to, as an artist, to get commissions and to have paying clients, and it's not always steady work, but when it happens, it's very gratifying because it's like, hey, I am a professional artist because somebody just paid for my work, you know, and it's a good feeling.
Let's see here. Alright, so one way that can be done is you can take a file or anything strong and pointy. Sorry, this is loud. I'm doing it for a reason.
What are you doing?
You'll
I
see.
know what you're doing.
You'll see.
I know what you're doing.
But it's going to be harder in doing a dark sky and doing this.
You need like, if you really want to get your stars in, then you need like a solid surface, and you really need to do that. Yeah. Stab it. You woke up Moon.
She's already awake.
She's like, oh, it's that time of the week. Time for me to yell until I get a cookie.
I know. This is also a stylus. They've got different sizes of the balls. Let's see here, one side. See, that actually worked better than the file. Like I'll do this right here.
Apologies to anybody with headphones.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Alrighty. And then, let's see here. sure I'm hot enough. I tend to do the black background between 5 and 6. Slow drag. All right, let's see how well this works. Should I zoom in? Let's get me started.
Do you think a torch at an oblique angle would work too?
Torch would be, I mean, it's doable, but you have to have good control of that. What I'm trying not to do is get the heat down into the hole. Yeah, I see you have to go pretty deep. See, that's the stylus holes.
Ah.
As long as I don't shift.
So if your stylus actually, if it was more, because I know that stylus is like got a very narrow point.
I've got bigger ones.
If you had a stylus that had a larger point that would make larger indentations, then you could vary the size of your stars. That is an interesting way to do that. I did not see that coming.
Oh, I thought. Oh.
I mean, I knew what you were doing as soon as you started stabbing it over and over again.
So this is one way to do it. Now what I'm going to do...
It's like an easy way to do it.
Well, you have to be careful in not getting the tip, because if I got the tip in the hole, oh, well, it kind of fills it in more.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing I can do, watch your ears.
I got it. Headphones.
Let's test.
Headphones, look out.
See now where it is burned, the light makes it look like, but it's not what we want. Ah! My ball fell off. It did.
Maybe that kind of stream, huh?
I guess. Ow! I guess so. I'm grabbing a bigger stylus. It might do. My ball fell off.
With what?
What do you mean with what?
In your pen?
Yeah.
The
stylus. The stylus.
Oh.
I'm trying to. There. I couldn't remember which drawer I would have asked you to do it. Alrighty. You can just get these at Michael's. You can get them online. I think they're relatively cheap, too. Alright, so let's see. I got bigger balls.
Yeah.
Don't be jealous.
I'm sure you do.
Alrighty. So with bigger balls. Alright. Watch your ears.
Headphones.
Bigger ball. See, the bigger ball doesn't go into the surface as well.
But if you're light on the burn.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to go to the big ball. Big ball. Alrighty.
Maybe you should have muted for that.
You know, maybe I should have, but
you didn't.
we're done. We're done. So this was the next size ball.
See, this appeals to me because I am all about easy, and this is a way of doing stars that is straightforward and easy. I think that the only thing you have to be careful about probably is ensuring that your background is even, and not to press too hard so that you don't lose your indentations.
Thing is the big ball did not work well. Nope, the smaller ball.
I'm sure if you I could have taken it and hit it real hard.
Yeah, but
and then got some deep stars for you.
It would have bounced the camera. I bumped up.
Taken it away elsewhere and done it.
Oh, see if I go too hot, it can fill them in. Which actually would work with the effect because not all stars are bright. Some are less bright.
Could you take could you burn, this is a hypothetical I'm throwing out there. Could you burn say with a torch, you could just do a real quick background, of dark, and then could you take a Dremel with a very fine tip and bore out stars?
I wouldn't even need to,
Okay.
Very much so.
So that's an idea. But we don't have a Dremel.
Yes, I do. I got
But
multiple.
Yeah, but you don't want to hook it up right now, do you?
No, but I'm testing the balls.
Oh, I would think you'd have to be pretty oblique. Otherwise it'd fill in.
Well, that's what I'm trying. This is not a sanded board, so...
So you're experimenting.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Because I think it's going to fill it in.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be at a really
Yeah,
shallow
but
angle.
I can't... Well, you have less control.
I'm waiting for you to start everything on fire over there.
So you
'Cause
got a
you're
water
burning
bottle.
like less than an inch away from paper.
I got control.
And it's smoking.
Because it's on the wood. Come on, die.
Where's the water bottle?
There we go.
Okay, there it is.
There we go. You've got multiple water bottles
I
on
know.
there.
I just make sure I knew where all the fire extinguishing devices were.
Okay, so... Let's see here. There we go. So that's... I did have holes there, but obviously it did fill it in. Now, ears.
Headphones off. I see nothing.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh.
Only with the
I see
light do you...
it. See it now.
But we do have stars over here.
I would think that a larger tip. I'm going to say something that you're probably not going to like, but I would think that the large area from one of the craft burners would work really well.
What do you mean?
Like one of the cheap ones, like the Walnut Hollow or something like that.
Okay.
Because it's got a larger surface. Like when you stab the board over and over again, and then you go over it, like that larger area would probably be more fitting to do
Okay,
the
so
background.
you're talking larger area.
I'm saying a larger tip would probably
I'm trying to
be
see.
less likely to fill in those holes and make stars.
Okay. But
That's all I'm saying.
checking. Eee. Let's see here. That tip is not much bigger than this tip.
Ah.
So, with your theory, we shall check. So what you're saying is, let me click this off.
I'm going to have to give the seal a cookie.
Okay, so tell me what you were saying.
Melissa thinks that that's funny. That the moon spark is funny.
Oh, jeez.
And David said that the commission was a box with a Disturbed album cover.
Ah. Alrighty. I'm just waving off
You
my
know,
tip.
David says it looks easy. I think it is easy. And I think we're getting a lot of stabbing because Val's enjoying the stabbing. And that's
You don't know.
confirmed
You don't
that
know.
she just shushed me.
You don't know. I'm gonna do it one more time because I want a bigger
Oh
tip.
my God,
Because you're talking about.
Everybody, watch your ears.
Because you were talking about a bigger tip, so I'm gonna use a bigger tip.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, hot. That's still hot.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see here, but I'm gonna go with the smaller one. The smaller one seems to do better. So here we go. Ears.
Melissa says her bark's funny, but her 3 dogs are going crazy.
Probably. Alright, I'm going to go a little smaller. Actually, it's tiny. The other one fell off. Alright. So your theory is with a bigger tip, bigger surface area.
Bigger surface area, light pressure. The indentations will be more prominent and it'll be easier to replicate the pattern of stars. That is my theory.
Okay. Yeah, what is it? This is the 18 large on 6.
See?
Pretty good theory.
That's just physics. I went to college.
You didn't take physics. Don't tell them
I
that.
got book learning. Okay?
I got book learning.
Okay. Yeah, and you got
I
more
got a lot of book
You got
learning.
more than me. But sometimes Valarie overthinks things.
So with the 18 large set on 6, I'd have to keep working it back and forth on a sanded board because this is not sanded. That makes a difference. Trying to keep my timing.
Can you imagine if I would burn
About
one
the
of my
same.
style paintings?
Wait, oh.
It would be nothing but an hour of rapid stabbing in my studio. I'd be worn out.
Alright, so I'm going to go over to an area that we haven't burned at all, which is down here. Just so we can make sure. So the medium and small stylus worked really good.
So, and then of course when you seal that, it's going to fill in and it will retain its color.
Now it looks like where I didn't go deeper with my hit, that does burn a little bit, kind of fills in.
Yep.
Actually, that could be is it the small or the large?
I think it's something that you'd have to experiment with, and you could try different styluses or different things. I'm thinking, for whatever reason, I'm thinking like an awl from a tent repair kit.
Well, I have an awl.
Probably work really well.
Yeah, but then you're actually like, see, now I just went hotter, or I allowed it to go hotter. So on some of them it did fill in. Fill that in.
Oh my god. When David's Walnut Hollow burned up, it burned the living room rug.
Oops.
Whoa.
Did you contact the company so they know? Because I would. And send pictures.
Like, dear company, you owe me one rug.
Alright. So if I keep going over the same area.
I think it's going to fill it in.
Well, that's what I'm checking. And trying to make sure that I'm doing what everybody normally would do. Oops, I missed a spot, so I'm going to go back over it. Kind of smooth it out. So, that's what we get for stars.
Yeah.
And it does look like stars.
It does. I would think too that you could, if you wanted like larger ones, that you could take a Dremel.
Yes,
those fine points.
Yes.
And like the you know the
And you
diamond,
could just go.
the diamond ones. Yeah. In the same thing.
And yeah.
You have larger
Let's
stars.
see here. Let me try.
Larger stars, nay, small planets,
Let's see here.
galaxies,
Is that
comets.
Pokey? No, that's not the Pokemon.
Did you say Pokemon?
That's a Pokemon.
Pokemon.
See, because if I just the Dremel is, I don't have any of my bits in here, do I?
No, I would.
Actually, I do. They're down
I
there.
think it's good hypothetically.
Well, no, the Dremel I know for a fact works.
Okay.
But I was looking for a way.
I'm just saying that
That-
no need to like demonstrate it.
So, there's your stars. And actually, those are pretty good stars because you're not getting all of them bright. Some of them are a little more dimmed out, which makes it more realistic because when they're all bright, it just doesn't look right.
No, because you have that
At all.
uniformity.
Yep.
When I paint
It looks very fake to me when I see that.
when I paint space, I end up doing like layers and layers of stars and different methods of
Yep.
applying those stars.
Splatters. And,
Like splatters, and I hand apply them, and different thicknesses of paints and different intensities, because you need level
the
of
variation.
in order for it to look believable, even if it's not. Even
No, David, I didn't break a tool. It's been like that for a long time.
Ah.
And that wasn't because of this. That's why I was pushing it down on my finger because I was checking it to see if it would do that. And it's just down on the floor. I'll stick it back in. Maybe put some glue. I'm not really worried about it.
It's on the floor.
Yeah, it fell down there. It's fine. I'm really not worried about it.
Do you know what it is?
I'll have to look.
What's it look like?
I will.
Is it like just a little ball?
It looks like the whole metal of
Oh,
this.
okay, I see it. I'm gonna get it. I don't want you stabbing yourself.
I won't stab myself. You just want to be down there by my feet.
That's weird. No.
Think you
Take
will.
your stylus.
So that's what he was grabbing for me. And really all it is a matter of... I probably should put some glue, super glue on it. Stick it back in the hole. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
All fixed. Magic trick.
We have a comment, but I can't read it because it's not a language I can understand.
Hello?
I'm sorry, I don't
Young
understand
lady?
that.
Because all I see is kind of her avatar is
Yeah, I see that too.
looks like a young lady. So that's all I got. Normally it allows for a translation.
Spence wants to know, could you sand some lines like from the stars to make it look like some of the light is coming off? You know, you could probably sand like little halos, you know? And the lines, you have to be careful with the lines.
Oh, sorry.
Because that's like a, you use that a lot in airbrush, and it's like a quick effect to make stars.
I don't like that effect,
But
personally.
the effect that's referring to is when you take a picture of stars, and so you get lines coming off of it depending on the lens that you're using. So you could get like,
the lens flare.
You could get multiple starbursts and things like that. Whereas a halo is more natural.
Okay, the graphic kind of feel
that can happen and does happen when you have moisture in the atmosphere. And although if you do squint your eyes really hard and you look at streetlights, you'll get those.
Yeah,
you'll
it's
get
just
that
a lens
refraction
flare.
and that lens flare effect. But you don't generally get that with stars. And so that's one of the things that I am careful of when I'm doing
because I don't like it.
Because if you do that lens flare, it can look cool, but it automatically will kind of put it in that category of like, well, it's cool, but it's not natural. And it can have some negative connotation.
It just depends on what you're doing, what the whole subject is. So all I'm doing.
Yeah, but yeah, Spence, like if you're gonna do that, like I would recommend a halo if you want a natural.
Thing that you have to watch because it's not very deep is the carbon goes down in it and darkens it. So you have to actually clean it out.
I think David says I was a mechanic at tools. My wife wasn't happy. I think David is talking about his carpet being burned up. But his wife was not happy. I don't think she's not happy because he has tools. Could be wrong.
Well, most of the tools are mine here. Because let's see here. So you can work it, but
Spence likes what you just showed.
Oh, this one right here.
Huh? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and see how random I did it and how the burner heated it definitely makes it look a lot more realistic.
I think what's cool too is because
here in this area
of what you're gonna have with those indentations is because depending on where the light is hitting, you're gonna have the stars. They're going to fluctuate ever so slightly.
Yep.
So they'll have different appearances depending on what time of day and the intensity that the light is hitting them. So that could be cool too.
Alright.
It adds dimensionality. Dimensionality is not a word. It adds dimension to your work.
Okay, Andy.
I know words.
I know words. I know good words. Andy. So hopefully that helped. You're welcome, David. Hopefully. I was going.
That was pretty cool. I didn't know what you were gonna do. You just whipped it out. You're like, oh, this is how you do stars. And I was like, what? I didn't know that. Because like knowing how Val works, like painstakingly, I expected her to say something like, so with stars, you have to plot out each individual star to do in a random pattern, and then meticulously burn around them for 500 hours.
Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. Did you fall out of your chair?
No, I moved.
Oh, you fell out of your chair.
I take offense. You
can take it all day
and
long.
your go-to is that I fell out of my chair. Like, that's jumping to a conclusion. You know that. It's our anniversary. Come on.
Yes, and I know you.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm sorry I thought you
You're
fell.
not sorry.
Or that you slipped.
Shifted my chair. Oh, did you fall? Now chat's going to think I have a habit of falling. I do Kung Fu. I fall there.
Do you?
on occasion.
Then I need a ghost so I can watch that.
But yeah, I wish you would.
He has to have more comfortable chairs.
There'd be like a bunch of folding chairs, and it'd be just like one recliner for you.
Yes. Yes.
And you'd be there like sipping something. You'd be like,
get your arm up.
while I'm sweating and like trying to hold crane stance or something. I'll just hear.
What am I, Darth Vader now?
No, you're sipping.
I'm sipping.
Yeah. You'd be like, oh, that looks hard.
So maybe it's best I don't
sweating
go.
so much? Why are you sweating so much?
Maybe it's
And I'll
best
shift and you'll be like, did you fall?
Well, it was a legitimate question.
If I'd fallen, I'm not a small man. If I'd fallen, the camera would shake.
Okay,
It'd
but
be like boom.
I thought you
like
slipped. I thought you slipped.
You said fall.
Okay, but I meant slip.
You hurt me.
Oh, that didn't hurt you.
My heart.
Thing is, if they're gonna believe you, they're gonna think I'm so nasty to you.
Yeah. They don't care.
Everybody got quiet.
Huh?
Everybody got quiet.
I probably listened.
Did you give the clue?
No, I didn't give the clue. You're too busy stabbing your wood like a psycho
I thought we
over
already
there.
did that.
No.
Well, give them the clue.
Oh my god.
Read the other one.
All right,
please.
So the
Please,
celebrity clue. We're up to 10. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
So
started.
this is the
on
10th. I'm going to recap the previous clues, and then we're going to give you the new clue. So, for the celebrities, for Valerie's celebrity portrait, he is a male. He is a male. That sounds redundant. But anyway, regardless, I move on. His hair is an iconic part of his style. He is not dead. He's not a musician, but he is an entertainment in American TV, but not network TV in the sense of like ABC, CBS, all those big networks.
As far as we know.
Yeah, more like streaming type service.
Okay.
Anyway, well, that's the only other thing there is, love. So, and the free hint that goes along with that is not a clown.
No clowns.
So don't make any clown-related hints, because it's not gonna work, and then you won't get anywhere near the mark. He has dark hair, no gray. He does have facial hair, which, going back to Connor's part of the style, that's also part of the style. But he has facial hair. And the show that he's on is a reality-type show. And for this week's hint, he originates from the Midwest of the U.S.
I'm gonna switch my chat.
And that's a clue.
From the... There it is. Oh. There we go. Maybe. My chat. Please chat so I can see that it's working.
I think it's working.
Is it working? Because it got real quiet.
Yeah, Teresa just laughed out loud.
Let's see here. Huh.
Toes
Okay,
are
they're
for
just...
the dents.
Do what?
Oh, okay.
What do you... Now remember, I'm not watching chat. I just happened to glance
I
up.
think that the thing that he's talking about, his wife not liking, is the tools for the dents.
Oh, the,
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm trying to think what they're called. Stylus.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So all I'm trying to do is put the lighter fur in.
You know what you could do? You could get a BB gun and you could shoot it with your Red Ryder.
Oh, and have it spray and then burn? But then what happens on the area, the subject area?
You'd have to mask that off.
How would you mask it off?
With an aluminum cutout of your subject. Don't worry, it won't be complicated at all.
Unless the subject goes on after.
Sven says, I live in a cave. I don't think I'll ever get it. He's talking about the guess for the celebrity.
Well, I live in a cave too, so.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Don't try and convince me of that.
Well, what he means is he doesn't leave.
Yes, but you are connected to the internet.
So is he.
Well, maybe he really does live in a cave. We don't know him.
He's up in Canada. Do they have caves?
Yes. You know what they call a cave in Canada?
What?
A cave. Jeez. Why are you like this today?
Why are you like this today?
Because of you.
Okay, it's because of you.
Chumley.
I have to look that up. Yeah, I have to look that up. So all I'm doing is just blocking in, trying to... Because the ear is darker than the fur around it, so I'm just trying to build it up.
David says, Beryl, you have no heart, but I don't see Beryl in chat.
Is she further up?
I'm looking.
I think her grandson is back with her. Her grandson's back with her.
Oh.
And
I don't see Beryl.
huh.
Unless she's lurking.
She could be lurking. She could be a lurker.
If you're lurking, Beryl, give us an emoji or something.
If you need to be saved, send us a penguin.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. It just came out.
Oh, we gotta go.
Do we?
Nah, yeah, you making random comments like that.
Well, I don't feel like I got a lot done. I hate that feeling.
Yeah, but you... Well, okay, but you were demonstrating stars. And you're talking about Xena. Other things. Anyway, that was about... And this live stream today was going to be mostly about just hanging out anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I know, but I feel bad because I try to impart knowledge. If I've got it to impart.
Can the next clue be telling us if we'd get the show in Canada?
That's a good question because I'll have to look. I really don't know. I really...
I don't think...
no, it's possible that they do. I'm not sure. We'll have to look it up.
You know, I think...
Because that is a fair question. If they don't get it in Canada...
How close are you to actually starting to work on this?
I really want this done by like the 15th. And I say that...
Because we could pretty soon, like one of the clues could be the actual platform that he's on. And that, I mean, talking about the service.
Well, I've got to get the... Because I made... I made it through World Pyrography Month. Woohoo! Yay! Last year I didn't, so for me it's a big deal.
I didn't make it either. I didn't make it this year either.
I made it through World Pyrography Month.
Last year.
And we had a couple other people that made it, or almost making it, which to me is totally fine. It doesn't bother me. So I'm going to have a video up this week of that piece and burning it. So that'll be up this week. It'll just be a speed video. And then you'll see the finished piece, because I haven't posted the finished piece yet. I'm kind of keeping that close to my heart right now. But I will show it in the video, of course. Let's see here. What do you...
So I think that what David's wife doesn't like is the money for the tours. And Melissa says you should come to Montreal. I would love to go to Montreal for several reasons. Poutine being one of them.
Well, we can get poutine here now.
I know, but it's not the same.
How do you know?
I know.
How do you know?
Because when I was in Germany, because schnitzel in Germany is different than when we make schnitzel. It's still really good. It's still really, really good. It's not the same.
Oh, I like my schnitzel. We had it at the German restaurant.
I know. It's not the same. Anyway.
Even at a legit German restaurant.
Yep.
Huh.
It's not the same.
That's interesting. So, as for traveling, whew.
I would love to go to Canada for that, and then I would also make a pilgrimage to go see Digital Extremes, the source of Warframe.
And where are they at?
I'm not sure.
Are they in Montreal?
No, not Montreal. I think they're in Ontario.
Hey, Lana. Oh, Melissa lived in Germany too. You see that?
Oh, okay. Where did you live at, Melissa? Because I've probably been there.
And Troy.
Well,
is Troy still with us? Oh, there he is.
Troy's still with us. Troy says you better not go to Montreal before I come here. No worries, bro.
Yeah, but it's easier for you to come here. It's easier if you come visit here.
And we'll make poutine when you come here. Which we do make poutine, and it is good.
But schnitzel is kind of like poutine minus the cheese curds.
Well, it is because of the way that I prefer schnitzel is with the gravy, and that would come with fries.
Which is how we have it.
Which is how we have it. Which is why we have it that way.
Then how?
Lar is where Melissa was from. I don't actually know where that is. I really don't.
That bit you in the butt.
Yeah, I have not.
That bit you in the.
Just being honest. I don't know. Lar. Was that an installation, or was that a town near an installation? So, I guess because if it's an installation, I have no idea. I have not heard of Lar. But the thing about Germany is at least 1997 to 2001. Huh.
You were there?
So we were in Germany at the same time, Melissa.
Yep. I'm gonna tell her where you were at, maybe.
I was in Vilseck in Grafenwehr, and then I've also been stationed in Ansbach, and that's up near Nuremberg. So, and then I've been all over the place in Germany. So.
You were there when the wall came down.
Yep, I was there when the wall came down. It's a town. Okay. She says it's a town, Black Forest, near Offenburg. Okay, I know where Offenburg is. So, and that's actually a really pretty area. And down near the Black Forest, all that area is really pretty. So, and they serve really good schnitzel down there. Yep, southwest, near the Czech border. And so that's not too far away from where I was stationed. And so she is familiar with the Bavarian lingo. Which if you talk to Germans in Bavarian, they complain about you being ignorant because it's a lot of slang. And incorrectly pronounced words. So, yep. She's like, yeah. Yep, good food. And I'm sure that your dad went to Grafenwehr because that's just where everybody goes. So, see, 2001. So you were there. You probably went to the big PX at Graf that they put in. So.
See, I'm out of this conversation too, guys. So.
And Troy's like, wow, I was there when the wall came down. Yeah, no kidding, guy. Because we were there at the same time. Wah, wah, wah.
I'm sorry you can't travel, David. There's a few places I want to go, but traveling it's gotten much harder for me.
Yeah, I travel, but it's hard on me. It's hard on my back, and Val, it's really, really hard on. So we don't tend to travel much.
I'd like to.
There's times that I have to travel, but in general, like I like being here.
So did we get any guesses?
Just Jeff Bridges and then Chumley. But no, I'm just going to put it out. It's not Chumley.
I don't know who that is.
No.
Do I?
Oh, no, I don't think you do.
Oh. Let's get some direction in here. So I can erase the graphite. So all I've just been doing, I don't know how much you've noticed of, see, looking up at the camera, this part needs to be a little darker, but I think it's running pretty good. My ear definitely needs to be darker. And I've bumped up to 5.5 just so I can darken up areas where I have already burned, because a lot of times when you've already burned that area, it takes the...
Yeah.
I don't know who he is. It takes the burn differently, and it takes more heat to get a little darker, so...
Now we're getting guesses. Lee Walls.
Yeah. If you're watching this on replay and don't know what we're talking about, I have a celebrity piece where a pretty popular photographer has allowed me to use one of his photos as a reference of a specific celebrity that I asked about. I asked for his permission and he kindly gave it to me. And what Jason, hubby here, volunteered, which I will definitely do, is if you can guess the celebrity, both in two places, down in the comment section after the video is done being live, and in the live chat, I'm giving away a print of that celebrity, of my burning.
Yeah, you don't have to guess it in both places. You just,
No, just one guess.
For people who are live and watching, if you guess it during the live stream, then...
And instead of waiting until because I'm not going to be burning that live, instead of waiting for me to burn it to see if you're right, if somebody guesses in either place, I will try to find a way to contact you and tell you that you won ahead of time, and everybody else can keep guessing.
Yeah. So, Lana has a question.
Mm-hmm.
She says, so does it mean that if you burn an area, you can get it darker quicker with a second layer?
You can get it darker quicker if you use higher heat. On the second layer, let's see here. So right here, I actually do need this area darker. Let's see here. But because it's already a dark area, it's going to be harder to do. So I'm having to use a higher heat setting in order to do it. Because the wood's already taken that heat, So right here, and each pin is different, so that changes depending on the pin. Like right here.
Oh, Troy says that his mom says that your buffalo looks great.
Oh, thank you.
His mom was up visiting her.
Oh.
So, shout out to Colleen. Hey, Troy's mom. So I actually got to meet her. She probably wouldn't recognize me. She's like, who's this old dude?
Not any younger than, or not any older than her son.
Because when I met her, I was like 24 or 25. And that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but she's seen pictures of you.
I know.
So all I'm doing is using the higher heat. My speed is what helps the most in control. But in order to get it darker, yes, I do have to up the heat.
And I would probably never do pyrography because it requires a different approach to the work. I don't know how to make... There's things that you do to get certain effects that are not intuitive to the way that I'm used to doing things.
Like what?
Well, okay, like stabbing, I don't stab my canvas to make stars.
No, but like with your graphite pencil, you would make a bunch of dots for certain things.
Yeah.
With the white charcoal or whatnot.
I'm talking about like slowing down to make things darker and stuff like that. Like, how, it does translate in a way, but Also messes with my head.
Let's see, I just slowed down. Mind you, I haven't adjusted my heat. I'm still at 5.5.
I think the biggest thing would be taking like 400 hours to make something. I think that would. It's the biggest thing for me.
Well, I've already done over 100 for one piece.
I know.
I have to check to see what this one's at.
Lana says, thanks for the explanation, though. Smiley face.
Yay, smiley face. Okay, well,
How much longer are we
I was going to ask if we have any further questions.
Moon was actually, she barked a little bit, but because normally when she does that, she definitely wants a cookie. She's gotten in the habit of getting a cookie when we're both in here.
I wonder how that happened.
Don't make me out like I'm the bad guy.
Who did it?
I am trying to, what am I going to do? Go out there and have a conversation with her?
I do.
You need to be quiet.
I do.
And she's going to be like, yarp, 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 until I give her the cookie. Because that's what she wants. And I'm trying to calm things down so that you can have a nice, quiet, relaxing, uninterrupted live stream.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too. Lee says, hey guys, normally I'm just hanging out and learning.
Hey Lee.
But Val, I have to say that the way that the buffalo's ear stands out in front of the shoulder is amazing.
Thank you. I still need to go a little darker and kind of shape it a little bit better. But for now, I see where it's at. So I can let that be. And I'll just go back and forth trying to balance everything. And you figure this side I did 2 years ago. I fixed this side for 2 years ago. It's coming up our street. All of this is from the shear. Going up the hill.
Fire truck.
Yeah, I know. The ambulance will be behind. Alright. Hopefully everybody's okay.
I hope so.
They always respond before the ambulance. Alright, so, but this area does go darker. But I think on this area, it really depends on how dark I want to do it.
And in chat, by the way, I am paying attention to your guesses. I'm not calling them out.
Well, I want to know. That's why they're doing it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, and I cannot confirm or deny these. Because
no, I just want to know what they are.
But Lee Walls is guessing. Here's Eric Gorges. Of course, we had a guess for Chum Lee, John Baldessari, Burt Reynolds. I feel like chat wants you to do Burt Reynolds. That's like the third or fourth time that somebody's guessed Burt Reynolds. Different people have guessed Burt Reynolds.
Well, because he does
Spence.
fit.
Unless Spence is just like Burt Reynolds.
But he does fit the iconic stuff that you've been saying.
And the Count Danny. I don't know who the Count Danny is.
Count Danny. The Count Danny. Are you talking about Danny Dyer? There's a reason why I asked that name specifically.
Oh. He's the guy in your history stuff, huh?
Hold on. I want to find out.
Oh, Spence says, forget mine, he's dead.
Yes, he died.
Bert's not dead.
Yes, he did.
Burt Reynolds died?
Yes, several years ago.
No, why?
You know.
I actually didn't.
I told you.
Who lives in a cave? I do, apparently.
You do, yes. Oh, it's something serious.
Maybe
That's
they're
the
just
ambulance.
racing around the neighborhood.
No, that's the ambulance. I'm waiting to see if it's Danny Dyer.
Yep, there's the ambulance.
Johnny, I know the pattern.
I know it.
I think there might be a specific house they go to.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Danny Cooker.
Oh, then never mind. No, I thought you were talking Danny Dyer. No. Alrighty.
And he says, yes, the bandit died in 2018.
Yeah.
You know, every time I go up to the VA...
Is this playing?
Cannonball Run is playing.
Oh, shit.
Or, no, Smokey the Bandit's playing. That's what
Is that a cop or ambulance?
Um,
Sounds like a cop.
I will tell you shortly.
Nope, that's a
No,
fire
it's a
truck.
Second ambulance.
Second ambulance, yeah. We just got a new subscriber. Hey, Josh. Alrighty. So.
Huh?
Yeah, they're going up the hill.
Joan Macaron. Joan Macaroni? Macaron. Probably just Macaron. Joan Macaron, thank you for subscribing.
Oh, is it Joan? I'm sorry. I thought it said Josh. I was looking on the little screen. Bernadette did her job, though.
Yep.
Alrighty. Now this board is...
They're coming to take you away.
Which one of those? They can't catch me.
You.
So this board is a little warped because it's one of the thinner ones. When I go to frame this, I will probably directly frame this. I was going to mat it, but because of the warp, I will directly frame it, meaning the frame is going to be sitting 1/4 inch into the piece, and it will straighten out, so I'm not worried about it.
How bad a warp is it? How bad a factor of warp is it? Do you think it's a warp factor 1 or a warp factor 2?
You smart ass.
Certainly not a warp factor 5. Richard Rawlings. Joe Rogan. Our guesses.
Yes.
I feel like Perd Hapley.
Well, nobody said Little Sebastian.
Oh my god.
Wouldn't that be cool? They'd be talking in code.
That needs to happen.
Yeah, I gotta get
You
permission for
portrait
that.
of Little Sebastian.
Yeah, but how many people will understand who Little Sebastian is?
I'm guessing probably more people than you think.
Probably. They haven't said it.
Yeah, who knows who Little Sebastian is?
Raise your hand.
Lil Sebastian.
Little Sebastian.
Lil.
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 Little.
You're right.
Little.
Lil.
Little.
There you go.
We'll give them a minute to respond. And then I gotta tell them something really important and then we'll be done.
Biggest small horse that ever was.
I've spent too long with you guys.
What?
The
It's our
bison.
anniversary.
I was patting the bison.
Oh, you weren't talking about me.
No, I was not talking
I was
about
like, that's
you.
weird. You just call me guy. I was right too long with you, guy.
See, the cat went quite quiet again. I don't know. Is it catting for you?
They're thinking.
They're thinking. Well, while we wait for that.
I'm guessing that they don't know who Will Sebastian is.
Maybe not. Don't forget. There's something you really got to remember. Like, really, really got to remember.
Really? What could that
Like,
be?
really, you are awesome. You can do this. You're a pyro artist. Alright, we're going to finish this up. Leave your guesses down in the comments on replay. And I will probably pick this guy up next week. I don't know what we're going to talk about. If you want something specific for us to specifically talk about, please make sure to leave it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. The subscribe button is somewhere there. Oh, and up in the iCards, I do have, over the last 2 years of working on this burning, the videos are all up in the iCard above.
Just to clarify, it didn't take you 2 years to burn this.
No,
You've been
I've
working
put it.
on
No,
and off
I've been
over
working.
2 years.
I've been working on it off and on for the past 2 years.
You would have had to be doing like a primitive. I heat a sewing needle and then I apply a hair and then I reheat it.
No. Alrighty, guys. Happy burning. Bye.
Bye.